What's up, podheads? We're back. We're in person again, aren't we, guys? I'm here in person with Nate and Anthony and Rob, episode 96 and episode 17 guest, right?
A real OG.
Thanks for having me back, guys. And you're still crazy with those numbers. Every time I see him, he's like, oh, yeah, remember that show? It was August of 2004.
He can tell you the attendance number, too.
It's a little weird. It's impressive, but it's a little weird.
You walked in tonight and you're like, the last time I was here, because we're at my house, last time I was here was, I think I was picking up for a show. I was like, yeah, Hall & Oates, we're going down to Hampton Beach. I think it was like 8 years ago, August of 2014 or something. And you were like, how the fuck do you remember that? Like,
I didn't
don't know,
research it, but I bet it was 8 years ago.
Pretty sure it was.
Confirmed.
Can you not do that?
I didn't know I was going to back up.
And we're leaving this in. My wife is watching us and knocking stuff
A
over.
lot of pressure right now.
Yeah.
A lot of pressure to perform.
So, what are we doing tonight, boys?
This is round 2, right? Perfect songs.
Ooh, big night.
We were talking about this. The last time we did this was what, back in January of this year?
Yeah, January.
What date, Tone?
January 10th was when the episode came out.
Oh, damn.
You knew it or he knew it?
No, I knew he was going to say the exact date.
That one I looked up today.
So, what were some of the picks from last time?
Man, I think I had Warren G's Regulate, Round Here from Counting Crows, and Separate Ways by Journey, right?
So we won't be doing those again. Rob, what do you have?
I did Piano Man, Billy Joel, Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen, and Smooth by Santana and Rob
Ooh,
Thomas.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And what do you do, Nate?
Not going to do those again. Fade to Black by Metallica. And shit, what were the other two?
Sultans of Swing.
Sultans of Swing by Dire Straits. Bonafide masterpiece.
And Tracy Chapman.
Tracy Chapman, Fast Car.
Ah, good choices.
So good.
And I did Jackson Brown, Somebody's Baby, which I think, Rob, you guessed last time. I did The Outfield, Your Love, which I shared some not good news, and Rob was very surprised, or he acted very surprised. And Gaslight Anthem, Get Hurt.
So if you want to listen to that, go back to episode 96. It's a great listen. It's one of our favorite episodes. And because we're all in person and we're able to do it again, we're like, let's do it again. Let's just run it back, right?
Yep. And it's the most like subjective topic ever, right? Because these are all personally like, oh, these are perfect songs. But because we're all nerds, I think we all kind of like sign off on it too. So hopefully the listeners agree. If not, well, I mean, you're not part of the nerd club, apparently.
Although some of those are undeniable.
Yeah.
We talked about them. Go back, listen.
Yeah. Great episode. And if you want to know more about Rob, who we met because he was a DJ at the rock radio station in our hometown. Jeez, 20 years almost now. We've probably known you, right?
Yeah, about that, because I met you first, Nate.
He's pointing at Nate.
Back in, I think it was 04.
Yeah. Yep. 04. At a concert.
Yep.
At a concert in proper fashion. Nerding out at their nerdery.
Yep.
Well, we talked about this. Was it episode 17 with Rob?
Yeah.
Is that what it was? 17. You guys are hanging out in the treehouse. And didn't your mom walk in or something?
Post show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bunch of us were smoking weed, I'm pretty sure. And
Yeah.
it was like the room was all cloudy, and I think she pretended to not know what was going on.
Yeah.
It was,
Oh, you guys
it was
are-
an awkward moment.
Pretended.
And I was like, oh, great first impression for me here. Who's this guy, and why does it smell like this?
Who's this old man?
Right, exactly.
Was there a skunk? It's a skunk, Mom.
Yeah. And we're burning incense. Get out of here.
Hey, do you want to get in the rotation, Ma? Because you can. Yeah, hop right in. We're gonna throw on Zeppelin 3. All right, so we're back with Perfect Songs Part 2. So all the songs we just mentioned, we did in episode 96. Go listen to that. But right now we've got new ones, and I think it's only fitting that we have Rob lead us off because he's the guest.
I'm going first on you guys' show.
You're going
Yeah.
first. You're the guest.
All right. So kind of interesting, not purposely done, but all three of my songs are about young couples.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I realized that after the fact. And I'm doing one from the 70s, one from the 80s, and one from the 90s. So I figured might as well go in order, I guess. So first one is it's a classic. I'm a huge fan of this artist and his band. Are we going to do guesses again?
Yeah, teasing it's fun.
Probably need a little bit more than that. But this is one of those songs, and also all these songs on my list tonight they're not just personal favorites of mine, but they're timeless songs. They're songs that you still hear to this day. And this one in particular is just, it's so anthemic. The song is about a young couple that just wants to get the hell out of their crappy, boring town.
Ooh, I know what it is.
and just go live their lives and be together. What is it, Nate?
It's a 70s OG, right?
Yeah.
It's Tom Petty, I believe.
Nope. It's
Johnny
not
Cougs?
Tom Petty.
Johnny Cougs.
It's not Johnny Cougs
Oh,
either.
really? I thought it was Jack and
John
Diane.
Mellencamp.
That's what I
Nope.
just said. Yeah.
It's-
Johnny
No,
Cougs.
that's-
Okay, yeah. Johnny Cougs. Wow.
You
Yeah,
think
that's what I
Jack
thought.
and
It's not
Diane?
Jack
No,
and Diane.
Jack and Diane's from 82. This one's from, I think this is from 75.
Ooh.
I'm usually pretty good with my years. But anyway, it's Born to Run by Bruce Springsteen.
Oh,
Oh,
awesome.
nice.
Yeah.
And the E Street Band, because you have to include that, because that song would not be what it was if it wasn't for the E Street Band with Clarence Clemens and that saxophone, and like it's just such an anthemic, amazing song in every way.
Completely agree. And that was I took my dad to see him in '08, and I think did I say that was my second favorite concert of all time back when we did that? Such a great show, and you're right, the E Street Band is what makes that, because of all the, the saxophone from Clarence and just the entirety of that collection coming together to, every little piece of that song just kind of blast out to you. You don't get that with just one person.
Absolutely.
So, I'm with you, man.
Absolutely.
I agree too. It is timeless. It's one of those songs that like it fits the era, but it could come out today and still kind of feel like it came out in 2020,
Yeah.
22, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
If you told me before a minute ago that came out in 75, I'd say you're lying.
Right. It sounds like it could be like an early 80s song
Early
or
80s.
something. Yeah.
Actually,
absolutely.
like when you said 82, actually, for someone that doesn't know dates, you throw 82 for Jack and Diane very quick.
I can tell you you could throw a song at me right now. I'll tell you what year it came out. But I couldn't tell
Steve
you on the
Perry
exact
O'Sherry.
date. Steve Perry O'Sherry's from 84.
All right, thank you.
Oh, shit.
And with that, that's my no.
It should have been God.
You hear the news, Rob? Steve Perry.
Oh no!
Don't do this to me tonight.
No.
You're going to tell me he died like Tony Lewis from the outfield that I
no.
didn't know about.
Great pick, Rob. Great pick. We all love the Boss, and
And it's confirmed 1975.
there you go. So he was right, and he did just look it up. And we don't have a producer here, so that's.
We have to do our own research.
My wife is raising her hand. She says she's going to be the producer, but she didn't look it up, so she's really not doing her job at the moment. But yeah, good call.
Give me another beer, honey. Just kidding, Jess. I love you.
All right, Nate.
All right, I'm up. That was great. Great pick.
Thank you.
By the way, as Tone says, I'm waffling.
By the way, huh?
By the way, no. So here's another OG. I guess I kind of stuck in the same decade, with the exception of one. So this is an old school. And actually, this band and this song for the longest time I thought was a different artist altogether. And I think you'll see what I'm saying when I drop it. Any guesses on the vague and non?
90s OG. What do you guys think?
I need a little bit more than that.
Welcome to our world, Rob.
It's the band name is a state.
Alabama.
Nope, close though.
Kansas.
Kansas. Boom.
Carry on, Wayward Son.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Wow.
Awesome
I did not
song.
see that coming tonight.
Awesome friggin' song. It's a perfect song because I don't know if that kind of song could be written today. I feel like that captures that, I don't know, time frame. And I don't even know what those ingredients are. It's just like everyone's just having fun. Like, let's just make music and go into little like different segues of the song and kind of go up and down. But like, I listen to that song and I'm instantly in a great mood. So actually this song could be fitting to like mood booster songs as well. But
Yeah.
Those harmonies, man.
Yeah.
They don't make those harmonies
Nope.
anymore.
I know it's so
Not only they don't, but no one else does.
Nobody else does.
Mhm.
Yeah. Isn't that in Happy Gilmore?
Old school? No, that's Dustin the Wind.
That's not.
Oh, true.
I think
Oh,
it's
yeah.
in. I think it's in fairly early in Happy Gilmore. I might have to look that up, but or our producer could do that. Maybe not. She's sleeping.
I think you might be thinking of Kiss You All Over.
That's also in there. Yeah.
Yes.
Over and again. Yeah.
Till the night closes in.
Yes.
So good.
If you had Rob singing falsetto, drink.
So what I was alluding to earlier too is like, for the longest time, I want to call it like 10 years ago, up until 10 years ago, I thought that this was a Boston song.
I can see that,
Yeah,
though.
know?
totally.
Yep.
Sounded
Absolutely.
so close. So,
It could be a stick song, too.
oh my God,
Like,
exactly.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. So perfect song. I mean, I think I just like you said, Twan, the melodies, but you kind of like transport yourself back then. Like, oh God, they were just having a blast back then.
Yeah.
Life was fucking chill then. Sometimes I wonder, like, man, was I born in the wrong decade? Because I would have totally had the handlebar mustache and been living it up. You know?
I'm glad that I'm not older than I am, but I wish all the time that I was born before so I was able to grow up
Yeah.
in that time frame
Mhm.
for sure. Absolutely.
Buy a house for $50,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it's worth 800 now. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It looks like it is on the Happy Gilmore soundtrack.
Wow.
FYI.
Trivia.
Good. Yeah. But Nate, you wouldn't be a '90s OG if you were born earlier.
I know. I'd be like, everything would be 40s OGs. Like,
Would you just be that guy? You're like, man, I love the '70s. Like, fuck everything else. Like you do about the '90s right now.
I think so. Yeah. I think I'm a product of my environment.
Yeah.
But
Well, we went through this last time. Half of the shit he likes is from like the 80s.
Yeah. Right.
What
It's
was
not
it?
actually '90s.
Yeah. It was,
He's like, oh, you're right. That is from the '80s. Ah, man, I love it. All right, Twan, you and me.
all right. I'm jumping in here. So this one, I'll tease it because it'll be fun. It came out in 2000. It was very much a hit when, Rob, you were in the thick of radio
Well, I just started at CYY in 2000.
in 2000. So
Yeah.
this was at the start of it. Definition of a one-hit wonder. I don't know if I know any other song by this band. Quirky band name, weird song title, weird vocals.
Wheatus, Teenage Dirtbag.
It is Wheatus, Teenage
Yes.
Dirtbag.
oh, nice.
Right on, man.
So, what's your immediate reaction when is that a perfect song?
Absolutely.
oh, it's amazing. And there's nothing like it. It's super catchy. It's a great song.
Whenever that pops up in the car when you're driving,
You
especially
ain't
around then,
skipping.
you're turning the fucking radio all the way up and you're rolling the windows down. I don't care if it's 35 degrees out. Like, you're just doing that.
So good. Great choice, man.
It's top of mind because it's gone viral now. There's like a whole Instagram reel, TikTok, flashback to when you were a teenage dirtbag thing. I might do it actually.
Yeah, look, stay tuned for the Podioslave.
Didn't
when
you
we were
and
teenagers.
I just have this conversation? I'm not even, when we were hanging out a couple months ago, I said, randomly said, dude, reach out to Brendan from Wheatus.
You did, yeah.
I did. I told you that.
We should now that the
We
song has
should,
gone viral. Yeah. So
Get him
Brendan, if
on.
you're listening, because we're gonna tag Wheatus and Brendan and stuff.
The
So
Wheatus has been planted.
Good choice, man.
But I had to talk myself into it. I was like, I like the song. I've actually taken this song for granted.
Mhm.
This song is perfect.
it's perfect.
I'll drink to that. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thoughts, Nate? We've all just like talked over that.
I agree. It's one of those, underrated songs, timeless and perfect. And I said earlier when we started this thing, like it's very subjective, but like we're all in agreement here, which is phenomenal again. But it's one of a kind, and it's one of those songs that like anyone from them or your like local fucking band could have written that song, and it would be like, this song's fucking gold, you know?
Yep.
And it's got the weird breakdown at the end where it's like, I've got 2 tickets
Yeah.
to Iron Maiden, baby. Like, whose idea was that? We have to know. So that motherfucker's coming on.
Yeah, we'll reach out to Brendan. Rob, you're right. That we definitely have to. do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. Good call. That's a good pick. All right, am I up? All right. So before we started recording, we were talking about something, and the Blue album came up, right? And we've done a whole deep dive on the Blue album versus Pinkerton back in the day here. And if you've listened to any stretch of Podioslave, you've heard me talk about Surf Wax America. But Surf Wax America is a perfect song.
Great
Oh,
song.
It's just such a perfect song. Just the beginning riff. I don't surf. I live on the coast. It makes me want to get on a surfboard right
It's
now.
such a fun, happy song.
You take your car to work, man. I will
I'll take
take
the
my
bus.
board.
Forward. Yep. Love it. So good.
Yeah.
And that's what? Track
4?
6?
5?
6.
6.
Track 6.
Perfect. It could be a Beach Boys song. It's classic.
Yeah, good.
Melody, lyrics. I try to be a surfer. I'm definitely not a full-on surfer, but yeah, it's...
You're a poser, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a poser. And I think even back then, listening to the song, like, oh, I want to be a surfer because I'll buy a Hurley t-shirt now. I'm a surfer.
Yep. No, it makes me want to do it too.
It could be a car song, right? I mean, that's the
Yeah.
whole producer, right?
Yeah, Rick Ocasek. Yep. Rob, bad news about Rick. Just
Wait, Rick Ocasek passed
he
away?
did.
What are you going to do? Tell me that next that Eddie Money passed away a couple days later?
The money man.
The money man is he's no longer with us, Rob. So.
Ah, jeez.
All right. Rob, you're up.
Oh, am I up? All right. So this is
The story of a girl.
9 days, is that what
Yes.
it is?
the perfect song.
Or is that Evan and Jaron?
That might be a perfect song.
Crazy for this girl.
Soul Decision.
Close. So no, I told you I have one from each decade. from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. For my 80s song, I have to say the perfect song is, as I mentioned, all my songs are about couples, young couples. And this is one of those songs where the relationship ends and you realize time goes by and you're like, this shouldn't have ended. And I'm going to wait for you. And we're meant to be together. And it's got that nostalgic feel to it. And you can kind of put yourself there. Came out in 1984. Any guesses? Solo song from a very famous band member.
I don't know.
Man, I am stumped.
1984's The Boys of Summer by Don Henley.
Oh,
is
yeah.
the perfect song.
okay.
That is a great song. That is a great song. And then covered by the Ataris.
Correct.
Also, a pretty good cover, too.
Great cover.
Definitely the same kind of feel to it, but a little bit more of a punk version, you know?
Black flag
Instead
sticker
of
on the
the
Cadillac.
Deadhead sticker, it's the Black Flag sticker on the Cadillac.
Rob is Snapchatting or something right now. It's very disarming.
Gonna put that on my social media.
So, hey, yeah, check our social medias because I'm going to have him send that to me, too.
So yeah, Boys of Summer.
Great song. And it just, the entire, it was Don Henley, right? So the original.
Yep.
And it's coming from the Eagles to put a song like that out after the fact, as many hits as the Eagles had. I mean, he kind of showed everybody where they were coming from, right?
Absolutely. And that was from his second solo album. And that song, I have my top 100 favorite 80 songs, and I put them in order, which was torture for me. You think this 3 songs thing is hard for me. But I'm like, no, that has to be the next spot up. But Boys of Summer is my number 3 favorite 80 song.
It's amazing.
Wow.
And fun fact about Boys of Summer is, I don't know if you guys knew this, but do you know who wrote the music to that?
I don't know, but they killed it.
And who plays the guitar on
The
it?
guitar is all time. That was going to be my comment. The guitar intro is all time.
Yep.
No, who?
A famous guitarist for another band.
Mark Knopfler? No.
No, I got nothing.
Mike Campbell
Oh, wow.
from Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. He wrote the music to that and offered it to Tom Petty. It was supposed to be a Tom Petty song. He turned it down, which is so crazy to think about, because what if he took it? What would it sound like? And we would also have no Boys of Summer,
Right.
which is so crazy to think about.
He would have slayed it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can see Tom Petty singing that. I don't know what the words would have been.
It would have been slower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would have been a slower song in a good way. I mean, Petty would have made it
Right.
a Petty song, and it would have been
Would have
fucking
made it his
awesome.
own.
That did you? I saw that I think on that Somewhere You Feel Free documentary that they threw out on HBO, not HBO, on YouTube. The Petty one after he died about wildflowers and the making of that. I remember hearing it in that. They talked about. I don't know if it was Benmont Tench or somebody like that talked about it, and I was
Okay.
like, that's where I heard that.
Yep.
That song was written for Petty, but
And then Don wrote the lyrics to it.
imagine passing on that though.
I know. It's crazy.
Jeez.
It's not really the sound we're looking for right now, man.
I don't think it's going to move units.
Yeah, you don't know how it
Pass.
feels to be me, bro.
All right. So I got a question for you then. So 80s, is your decade. We were talking about this earlier. 90s is mine, maybe all of ours, because we kind of grew up with that. Why number 3? Like, why is that one so special to you? Obviously, there's some connotation there.
So yeah, it's the nostalgia factor for me. Like music to me is, I gotta feel it, and that song makes me feel nostalgic. It makes me it's I don't even know how to explain this without sounding like a fucking weirdo, but it's one of those songs that just, it brings me back, and the video that goes along to it, and it just makes you think of when you were a kid, and.
Yep.
And obviously, I think the Boys of Summer, I think I read, was a reference to the guys that she's hanging out with. They're just summer flings, and they're going to be gone. And I'm going to get you back. I'm going to show you what I'm made of.
Well, the Ataris captured that essence too. Like that was the whole theme. It was a youth-related
Right.
album. Like
Absolutely.
they did capture the spirit of the original song.
Yep.
Good choice.
Thank you.
Nate, you're up.
I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna top that.
Are you gonna try to top it? I don't think you need to top it.
To top it.
I know. These guys always say I'm just buying time, just hanging out.
Are you doing what you did last time?
Of
You don't even
course.
have a set list, do you? You're just picking one off of
I have
one
4.
of many.
I have 4, but I'm
All
like
right.
I'm waffling between 2. All right, I'm gonna pick this one. Classic song. Another band that I don't listen to enough. When you find these bona fide perfect songs, you're like, I should listen to this band more. This song's fucking
Absolutely.
classic. So this one, Out of Thin Air, Earth, Wind, and Fire, September.
Hell
time.
yes!
All time.
Wow.
That's a great one.
I did not see that coming. I did not see that
So-
I
coming.
didn't see
perfect.
it coming either, but I love it.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. That's a great song.
Again, I'm going to say it again. Like, was I born in the wrong decade? Because I would have been living it up if I was
Absolutely.
around during this era, you know? Yeah, another one of those songs that just has those interesting bridges and breaks and build up and build down, and just amazing. Amazing song. I'm happy everyone agrees here because I'm like, it's
You know what I'll
What's
say
great?
about that song? Because I not only am I a radio DJ, but I DJ'd weddings for years, as you guys know.
Yep.
That is one of 5 or 6 songs that I play at 99% of my weddings that gets all age groups
It
on
hits.
the floor.
It hits.
nice.
Yep.
Well, I would put that up there with like Gap Band's Outstanding. Like those, I assume they're from the same era.
Yep.
Untouchable.
Great. Yeah, absolutely. And you're right. Anybody that hears that is gonna. Oh, it's time to get back out on the dance floor. Like I got my drink. I had my hors d'oeuvre. Like, let's get back out to boogie.
It's right up there with Footloose and I Want to Dance with Somebody. Those are like the staple songs that you play at every wedding that gets everybody on the dance floor.
and then live version of Freebird.
Right.
Oh wait,
Only at your wedding.
only at my wedding. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I guess this isn't a subjective pick because everyone is somewhat agreeing with me right now.
It's a perfect song.
It's a perfect friggin' song.
That's a perfect song.
So you said you dug into them after this. Like, does the other stuff hold up? Because I don't know. I don't know enough.
No,
for the
I mean,
bishop.
it's one of those bands where I'm like, I should listen to them more. But I guess I know what you're saying. Like, I should play more of their stuff. So yes and no. Like, I didn't go deep into the weeds on this band after this, but
I want to play something on Spotify right now, but you guys will end up getting charged money
Yeah,
for
we
it.
don't-
So,
yeah.
but they have a great catalog.
Yeah.
Like Let's Groove. You'd know Let's Groove if you
Mhm.
heard it. That's a great song. And Shining Star, and they get some jams.
they were a Hampton Beach staple for a long time.
Yep.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
and Casey and the Sunshine Band.
Oh
Yep.
man.
You could count on them being there every week.
Yep.
Yeah. They're doing a residency at the Hampton Beach Casino Ballroom
We're at the Hampton Beach Casino Ballroom for the summer.
again. Like, why? You get nowhere else, guys? Come on.
Good pick, man.
Thanks.
Definitely.
Great pick. Yeah, that's an awesome song.
All right, so I'm pulling an audible. So I did a 2000s one-hit wonder. I'm pivoting to a 90s OG one-hit wonder. Solo guy that actually let me back up. I assume solo because the optics,
I already know what it is.
Yeah.
I think I do.
You
Was
read-
it from 98?
Yes.
Is it from 98?
You know what it is.
I know
you
what it is.
motherfucker. What is
Ooh,
it?
you read
Because
his
it was almost on my list. Is it the New Radicals?
No.
Oh,
Great
Man.
song, though.
Because that was almost on my list. You
Actually,
get what you give.
I steered you in the wrong direction. It's 97, this one.
Okay.
The guy, assuming it's one guy, he does not go by his name. He goes by,
I still know. And can I go again?
you can go again. You're the guest.
Ding, ding, ding.
Is it Whitetown?
I could never be
What
a
is it?
woman.
Is it Whitetown?
No.
Oh.
Damn, these are like
This
one
guy is-
person but goes by a band.
Is from Sweden.
Is it? It's not Robin.
And I didn't know this guy was from Sweden until I just looked it up 5 minutes ago.
I need more than that.
Animal, body part, food. That's the hint. Animal, body part, food. When I say it, you guys be like, no,
That hint. That's a Nate hint.
no, it's 3 words.
What is it?
Eagle eye
Oh,
cherry.
Eagle Eye
Cherry.
Save tonight.
Right on.
So there's very few like one-hit wonders that I will seek out. Like every now and then when I think of it, this is one that I will like look it up on Spotify and I'll play it like 3 or 4 times.
My wife behind the producer's glass is giving the thumbs up.
Fist
She's
pumping
into that
over there.
one. Yeah.
Great song.
Great song.
So, fun fact, Eagle Eye is his birth name.
Ooh, okay. Then I gave you the
Yes,
complete wrong
that you
direction.
misled me.
I missed it.
I would have gotten it if you didn't give me that
It's like
bullshit
Shadow
clue that
Fox
made no
Thunderstorm.
sense and was not accurate.
We went to high school with a dude. His name was Shadow Fox Thunderstorm.
And he is a Patreon subscriber.
Thank you, Shadow Fox Thunderstorm, for subscribing to our Patreon, which we don't have.
Oh shit!
So perfect? Yes. No.
Yeah,
what do you
it's a
think?
perfect
I think
song.
it's a perfect song. I remember when it came out. I remember the music video. I remember the lines in there like "fight to save the night," something like that. Is that the lyrics go? Fight to save a night.
Save tonight,
'cause
fight the
tomorrow.
break
Break it down. Voice crack. Fight the voice crack.
Come tomorrow.
I love that Nate knew the lines to the song until he didn't know the lines. to
Yeah,
the
I was
song.
like, wait, no, that's how I remember them, right? It's like You're at the concert, you're like, just kidding.
For the one song you know. Hey, who knows? His catalog could be full of bangers.
Yeah.
For the one album that he put
His
out.
second single that he came out with was pretty. I hate being negative, but
Pretty
wasn't as
pass.
good.
it was yeah, exactly.
It
So,
just wasn't as good.
yeah.
Imagine how the record label
Still
felt.
active.
Who knows? Maybe his second album was full of a bunch of bangers, but was not properly promoted.
Yeah.
And you know,
The
he
record
lost
lab-
his record label. He's on a small label, and guys, it's Eagle Eyed Cherry. Just listen to this.
I need one more shot.
Right.
Dude. You
Not
had to
enough
bring out the first
payola.
one.
Right. Exactly.
It did go platinum, that album. I'm not surprised.
Great song.
Great song.
Tone
I'm
you
gonna
up.
I'm gonna throw a gigantic curveball at all of you and pick
Oh.
a country song. So this is it's a duo. It's a country duo.
Old Town Road.
It's not Old Town Road.
Is it a male and a female?
It's two men. Two men, I assume. I'm not gonna gender anybody, but
Two men, you assume. Okay.
it's yes. But you might not know the song, Jess. Jess is guessing Brooks and Jess is guessing Kix, Brooks, and Ronnie Dunn. So we've got the band.
Are you going boot scoot and boogie?
No, it's a good one.
Oh,
That could be
that's like the
Brandon
only
Mann,
country
too.
song I know.
She thinks my tractor's sexy.
No, that's Kenny Chesney.
Okay.
This is Brooks and Dunn though.
Brooks and Dunn.
Oh, is it I'm a brand new man.
It's not Brand New Man, but that is a great song.
I think those are the
It's
only two that I know from
My
them.
Maria. You guys don't know My Maria?
Not the perfect song. I don't know it.
Wow, it's a great song.
If it's not Aaron Lewis Country Boy, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, if we could play it right here, I would. We can't play it right here.
Outside, Aaron
Now I wanna
Lewis
hear it,
and
though.
Fred Durst.
I'm digging those lighters, though.
No, I think it's I'm feeling those letters.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, wow. Correction.
Yeah, My Maria. Although Brand New Man would be a good one, too. And that is a great.
Love you for going country. I've been
I had
listening
to
to more
change it up.
country lately. People are giving me shit.
Gotta
but-
change it up
good
every now
stuff.
and then.
Yeah.
And we're diverse here on the Podioslave podcast.
I would love to chime in on your pick. You and I share the same taste in music with a lot of things. I'm sure it's a great song,
It's
but
a
I
great
just
song.
can't identify it.
I'm sad. Nobody knows it. But hey, that's okay. My wife knows it, but that's probably why we're married.
Maria Maria by Santana.
It's not that one. And then with Joe, right? I think it's just Joe. The RB guy, right?
That is a perfect
Big
song.
Pun and Joe.
Yeah, I don't know this one.
All right, we'll move on
We'll
then.
trust
Sorry,
you.
I'll pick another one. You want me to pick another one? I mean, geez.
No.
Yeah, go.
No,
yeah,
go
sure.
again.
Yeah.
Go again.
Spin the wheel. Kind of.
We're all telling him to go
Spin
again.
the wheel.
Like his pick wasn't good.
We just don't know it, so we can't agree. And if we can't concur, then it kind of gets disqualified.
The funny thing is, well, as soon as we stop recording and I can play it, not for the podcast, you'll all be like, "Oh yeah, I've heard that. That's a cool song." But okay, I just said Joe. Let's go Big Pun. Still not a player.
Ooh. Okay.
That's a good
We
pick.
all know that one, right?
Yes.
All right,
Do
hip
know
hop.
that one.
That would be what, 96, 97?
Yeah, 96, 97, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Rob, bad news. Big Pun, no longer with us.
No longer with us.
You guys, this has got to stop.
But yeah,
This is
still not a
terrible.
player. I'm not a player. I just crush a lot. Or, if you want to listen to the rated R version, it's a little different than that. But yeah, fucking great song. Great hip hop song, especially us at the age that we heard that.
Yeah.
Growing up, like it was, man, this is awesome. I love this shit. So, Big Pun, still not a player.
And most people don't know that he had a huge legacy before that, commercial breakthrough. Like him and Fat Joe were tight. I remember. And Fat Joe was another guy. He was like a street rapper before he popped with, what was his crew?
Lean back.
The Terror Squad.
Terror Squad.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So I don't know. Was Big Pun part of Terror Squad?
He
might have
must have been, yeah.
been. And then Incubus did their version, right?
Yeah.
Great album title, Capital Punishment.
Oh,
that is awesome.
The album cover, too.
Yeah.
Was epic.
Just his head, right?
Yeah.
I remember
His
that.
face.
I was working at the record store at the mall in New Hampshire.
Oh,
and
really?
We were selling a ton of copies of that at the time.
Oh, man.
I remember that. That was out the same time as Life After Death,
Yep.
the Biggie album, and the Puff Daddy No Way Out album, same time period.
Oh, man.
97.
That's why I love the 90s, because there was no fat shaming then. Like that, you named yourself based on your size.
Notorious B.I.G. Big Pun.
Right.
Yeah, Fat
Fat
Joe.
Joe. I'm big.
Lizzo, what are you doing? You should be large Lizzo.
Nah,
And
she's
be
doing
proud of it.
She's doing fine with what she's doing. We're not looking for any smoke here on the Podioslave podcast. All her songs are bangers too. She just keeps fucking putting out hits. No, you're right though. Like, is that why Joe is just Joe? Because Fat Joe is Fat Joe, or vice versa?
Yeah, taken. Can't sit here.
And then the whole Lil thing came.
Yeah,
Oh my
Lil
God.
Bow Wow.
Lil Troy, he
It's
was
still
90s.
it's still happening.
It is
It
still
is.
happening. Lil
Yep.
Durk,
Lil Peep, rest in peace.
Lil Yachty.
Lil Dicky.
Lil
Don't
Dicky.
understand it, but
What are you saying? Can't relate?
Good choice.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Totally
cut the
redeemed
memory and
yourself.
stuff, but it's fine.
No, we leave it.
No, I will. I'm just joking.
Deal with it. You'll put it in twice and repeat it.
All right, Rob, what do you got?
All right, so as I mentioned, all my tunes kind of involve couples, young love, and this is a great song. It kind of touches on the subject of abortion, which I didn't know for years. One of those songs that you've heard, and everybody in this room and most people listening have probably heard this song 500 plus times in their life. And a lot of late 90s, early 2000s going on tonight. This one's from, I believe, 98. Yeah, 98, this one came out. And it's just a great song. It's from a band that they were a hardcore band before they got big,
Oh, okay.
and they released a ballad, and it blew up, and they were probably like, maybe we should go this way and get popular and make a bunch of money. And they're still doing it, and they're still releasing music, and they're still popular. But this song in particular is just a timeless song, and I still love hearing it to this day. Any guesses?
Were they rocking the suburbs at any time?
They may have, but they were not Ben Folds.
Okay.
I don't know the song, but is it Goo Goo Dolls?
We have a winner. Do we have the
Ooh.
song, though?
Iris.
It's not Iris.
Ooh.
Black Bazoon.
It's the one after Iris and came out before Black Balloon.
Long
The
way.
one
No, not long way
right in
down.
the
That's
middle
before.
there.
Oh, shit.
Twan, I'm looking at you. You're going to
Ooh.
get this.
I can't think.
I'm so... Everybody listening to this right now is like, really, guys?
So it's not off A Boy Named Goo, obviously.
No, it's from Dizzy Up the Girl.
It's not long way down.
No, that was from Boy Named Goo.
I do like the back catalog though.
Broadway.
You guys have named every single off of Dizzy Up the Girl except for the second single.
Ah, what is it?
It's Slide.
Oh
Slide.
my god.
Slide's a great
It's always
song.
the obvious one.
Slide's a great
Slide's the perfect song.
song. Nah,
say it.
never heard of it. Fuck you guys.
Well, they were a former Metal Blade Records
were,
recording
yeah.
artists.
Yeah.
Crazy. Great album.
Great album.
Totally underrated catalog. If you went to see them, you'd be like, know that one, know that one, know that one, and know that one. Yeah.
They're one of the ones that you'd look at their set list and you'd be like, why are you doing all these right off? Oh, there's that. Oh, and it just keeps going.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that one. Forgot about that.
Yeah. Nate, we did that. We saw them at the State Theater.
Yep.
Before you moved, the wives and you and I remember we got a little after our story. We were done talking with Lauren about that night. That was pretty interesting. Which
right.
we
Yeah.
won't blow anybody's spot up, but yeah,
No.
that was an interesting evening for a lot of people.
Yeah, Lauren Wayne at the State Theater. Backstory on Johnny Resnick or just Goo Goo Dolls in general, but
Yeah. But great catalog.
Sidebar, amazing. Yeah, amazing band. Seen them a ton, and I don't know why Slide didn't come to mind.
It's so
But
funny.
it is. I agree, man. It's a perfect friggin' song. They were in their element at that time, especially.
that was their peak right there.
Their peak, yeah.
Yep.
Great songwriting, great melody. You're right. You see them, they're kind of like Foo Fighters. They just hit after hit, just
Yep.
like nonstop. Crazy.
Yep.
Good choice.
Great
choice.
choice.
man.
Did
Great
you have
choice.
that one, Tone?
I did not.
Didn't know that was the lyrical content was about that. Had no idea.
I didn't know until, you hear a song so many times where you're like, well, what is exactly, and I think I read it somewhere or whatever, but it's, and I still don't know if she ended up getting the abortion or whatever, but that's what it was tied to. And then it's like, let's get married and run away.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, why don't we slide was I don't know if that was like, let's keep the baby or let's do the abortion. I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll listen to that
Yeah.
actually on the way home.
If you just turn the radio on, you'll probably hear it on the way home.
Right.
Still.
Yeah.
And Eagle Eye
Tw-
Cherry.
Tw-
and
24 years later, you're still hearing Slide. And that's another thing about that song right there. Me being a radio guy, is that's one of the songs that hit every format on the radio. Classic rock
Yep,
was playing
you're
it.
right.
Top 40 pop was playing it. Alternative was playing it. Adult contemporary was playing it. Like, it was on all formats of music.
I'm in. You sold me. Perfect.
Is it Goo Goo Dolls where you have all the records special edition, or am I thinking of a different? Oh, no, it's REM. Or you have every
That's
special
the
edition.
REM, yeah.
Yep,
I have
yep.
all the special editions of that one.
Sidebar nerdery.
But it's funny because, when I was working at the radio, so we had a AAA station, an alternative station, a classic rock, and an AC and a pop, and all 5 of those stations played slide,
Wow.
which is crazy if you think about it.
I mean, that's a record label's wet dream.
Oh my god.
Mhm.
That's what happens when you get on Warner Brothers Records, too. That probably didn't hurt.
Right. Yeah.
A little bit of financial backing there, right?
Man, trade spend up the wazoo.
Trade
Up
spend,
the wazoo.
drink in real time. Nate, you're up.
All right, I got 2. I'm gonna whittle it down to 1 somehow. All right, I'm gonna go this one. I think I'm kind of, interestingly enough, not going any 90s OGs on anything I'm picking. This is a formidable song for me. Growing up, one of the first songs I really got into, and I just remember being into creative writing at the time and realizing like, oh, okay, so poetry is music and vice versa. And this song, I remember my brother playing on a guitar. I remember listening to it from taping it from WBLM back in the day on tape. And it was Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here.
Perfect.
And it's like
song.
the full, like everything about the lyrics is just like full on poetry right from the jump. And I was captured at like, I don't even know, 7, 8 years old. Like, oh, this is what, I didn't know what music was. So I'm like, this is what music is. It's basically poetry,
Right.
you know?
And that's a perfect song to explain that.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
just like the way David Gilmour recites the lyrics is like, I learned the song verbatim, like after listening to it maybe twice, you know? Still one of my favorite songs. And I put this in the perfect song category. I think it's timeless, like you said, but also just paints that picture perfectly.
Absolutely. It's a great pick.
Incubus, Wish You Were Here. How does that stack up for this one?
Inspiration?
I'm with you, Nate. That is a perfect song. It's like, it's probably cliche to have it be a top 5 Pink Floyd song, but it is, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just so damn good from front to back, from start to finish. You know it. Like, it feels lived in, but it also feels new every time you hear it.
Yeah.
So, like, fucking phenomenal song.
And if you're a Pink Floyd fan, it's like they're such a out there, psychedelic, deep lyrics, and this song's very like not watered down, but it's relatable in a sense compared to like some. A lot of their songs are just so out there. Unless you tripped on acid a few times, you wouldn't really understand what's going on. This song's like, oh, okay, I can get with this.
Very good point in what you just said, too. Some of their music is so out. It's beautiful, but
Yeah, you're like, I don't know what the hell they're
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah.
Especially at 8 years old, like huh?
It's always fun to hear a song when you're young and then figure out what it means, 20 years later. You're like, man, that isn't what I thought that was about at
Right.
all.
I probably shouldn't have been wearing their T-shirt at 12.
right.
Semi-charm life.
It sounds
Doing
really
crystal
happy.
meth. Yeah, all right.
That's why my parents wouldn't let me wear that Rage Against the Machine T-shirt at 12.
Yeah.
Good pick, man.
We dive it in?
You're in.
All right, I'm gonna tease this one. So it's a song from a band that we've talked about on the podcast. We've had the lead singer on the podcast. This is a song that is the last song of an album that we celebrated with said frontman. The name of the song coincides with the track number on the album, and it's a song that's literally about having writer's block. And to quote the guy we had on, he forced the song.
The best part about this is I have no fucking clue.
I know it. Is it As Friends Rust?
It's As Friends Rust.
Oh, yeah.
10.
Yeah.
So this song was my ringtone. We lived together 12 years ago, and it was literally the last song of the recording session. It could have been an instrumental, and they were like, well, see if you can put vocals on it. And the lyrics are basically, hold up, break down, I hope that you should know that I forced this song. That's literally it. And it's brilliant. So, Rob, you probably haven't heard it.
I haven't.
On the ride home, As Friends Rust 10. You'll love it.
Yeah.
It's very approachable. They're like a punk band, but
Hey,
this,
Siri,
this is not a punk
remind
song.
me As Friends Rust.
This is happening
10
right now on the
at
pod.
10:30 p.m.
Technology. So, yeah, perfect closing track on an album. Perfect song.
I agree.
Great song. And talking to Damien about that song and just that record in general, after you kind of showed Nate and I the way on it, it was amazing. So, yeah, that's way back. That's what, 80, 79?
79. Yeah, 79.
Wow. I've never even heard of this band.
Well, no, that 79 episode. This song came out in
20 years ago?
2001.
Okay.
2001.
Yep. Yeah, dude. And one of those songs, like you said, like the backstory on the song and having it be somewhat cliche that he was having writer's block, but actually put those lyrics into the song, like, and then getting the backstory on the podcast was like, oh my God, it's like pure gold right now.
It's amazing when that happens.
Yeah.
It's an audio Wikipedia, is what our podcast
Are
is.
you guys
Go back.
nerding right now?
Yeah, we're
Oh
totally
my
nerding.
God, swing.
Hyper nerdery alert.
That's almost 80 episodes ago too, which is
Holy Jesus.
Damien was a phenomenal guest. We gotta have him back.
Yeah, I actually listened to him talking about it today, and I thought the same thing. I was like, this dude is so insightful, unique perspective. Let's get him on again.
Yeah, we should definitely have him back. I think our best episode ever, still, at the moment. So
Mhm.
Yep, struck a chord with
a lot of people. Yep, that's a good pick. I'm transported back to right around now last fall, really getting into that. So
fucking year ago.
time and place, man. Yeah, yep. I'm stalling. I'm doing what Nate does because I gave you guys. I already gave you guys 3, and I got one of them got shit all over, and then I had to give you another one.
Bonus points.
All right, I'm gonna give you a '90s OG. I just haven't decided what one yet from this record.
Oh, nice. Ooh, more than one.
Well, this is a double album that I spent a ton of time with.
Weren't we supposed to get our lists together before we came?
I
You and
had
Nate
it.
over here are just looking at your list. I'll go with this one.
I had it together, and then it wasn't.
Yeah, country was just like, wait, what?
No, so this is a record that came out in 1994, double album. It ran the gamut.
Smashing Pumpkins.
It's a Smashing Pumpkins record. Yep. So it's Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness.
I know what my favorite song from the double album is, but I'm
Is
curious
it
to see.
perfect, though?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Okay. So what's your favorite song then, Rob?
My favorite song, for many reasons, is Tonight Tonight.
It's Tonight Tonight.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Tonight Tonight is a perfect song.
It absolutely is a perfect song.
Yeah.
Great video too. Holy crap! To go
amazing
along with
video.
it.
They spent some coin on them.
Yes,
Yeah.
they did.
And they spent some coin on the entirety of the record, the way it's put together,
Oh
and
my
like
God,
the
yeah.
double album. And I mean, it was Billy in his bag, right? I mean, just doing what he does, just sprawling things, different sounds. Weird. Like Cupid Deluxe is a weird song. Like this, it's awesome. But Tonight
Very
Tonight,
orchestral and
Yeah.
big sound, and it's a great song. Great pick.
How's it open? Tonight is never time at all. What is it?
time is never time at all.
Oh,
Yeah, just
Kid-
that
just
line.
kill it.
Just the intro too. It's just like it's so theatrical, like right off the bat.
It's lyrics, it's music, the whole thing is
Yeah.
perfect. I mean, I'm kind of surprised we haven't talked more Pumpkins on this
I know.
podcast
That
because I
should
think
be
we
a deep
all love
dive.
them.
Yep.
And once upon a time, Billy liked one of our posts, so maybe we'll get him. Who knows?
we can talk wrestling. We can.
Mhm.
No, I couldn't. I don't know anything about it.
God damn. I'm looking through the track listing right now, and there is more than one perfect song on
I
here.
could pick 15.
Muzzle, friggin'
Muzzle is probably a top 3 song on that record for me.
Oh, God.
Porcelain of the Vast Oceans. I mean, if you want to listen to a 14-minute jam, that's the one. It's so fucking good. Galapagos, another great song. Obviously, 1979, Bullet with Butterfly Wings. I can just go on and on. 33. Like, it doesn't end. It's a great record.
I know we're not deep diving, but I got to ask: did that album set them up for kind of career failure?
It's tough, yeah.
Well, I mean, you go from Siamese Dream to that, which is like Siamese Dream is what is the album that broke them.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then you do this, and it's a double album, and it's like, wow. And then it was Machina after
Oh,
that, wasn't it?
Adore.
Adore.
Oh, it was Adore, and that was like considered a pretty much
A flop.
a
Yeah.
flop. Yeah.
Well, they had kicked out Jimmy Chamberlain, right?
Right, which is the drummer.
The drummer. I mean, it was because I remember.
Be careful what you say. Billy's not going to come on the show.
I know.
You're right. No, but I mean, Jimmy's and they're back together.
They are back together.
I mean, the band, for a while, we saw them at Nate, you and I at the State Theater about 10 years ago.
Yep.
Damn.
I have a side note on that. That's just kind of gross, so I'll give you guys in a second. But
Yeah.
the show was awesome, although Billy was wearing a shirt that was probably a medium, and he probably should have been wearing an extra large.
Double
but
XL.
it was a great show, but it was with the other band. It was Billy and, the Billettes. It wasn't the Smashing Pumpkins, but it was around Oceania, which is a good record too. But, like, it's not the Smashing.
Billy and the Billettes.
Billettes.
So, okay, the gross story
Or are
from
you
this
talking
show.
about Swan?
No, it wasn't Swan. That could also be it.
It was the Smashing Squashes.
So Nate and I are standing, stage right, watching the show. Great show. We're pretty close. I set my beer down for probably longer than I should have, but it's right next to me on the railing, right? I pick it up and finish it. And by the time I get to the bottom of it, somebody put their fucking gum in it.
Oh no!
I wanted to vomit.
That's the worst,
I wanted to
dude.
throw up.
It was Bilko.
He just chucked it. He's like, "Oh, Buck Kobe." No, it was this grossest thing that has ever happened to me at a concert. And that's saying something because I've been to probably, I don't know, 250.
That's got to be. We have so many themed episodes you guys could do. Like, what's the grossest thing that happened to you at a concert?
Oh my God,
I
that's
have
a great
something that's
segment.
already popped in my head. But
Great segment. Let's go right now.
Absolutely.
Just kidding.
We can.
I got
This
one,
could be a
right?
bonus. Yeah, Nate, that chick at the Tom Petty show, bro. I mean,
Oh man, not safe for work. Not safe for work.
I'll save like the details, but I got hit in the back with a dildo at a show before.
I mean, if I had a dime,
oh man, yeah.
how does that even happen?
Yeah, save it. They'll save it for the Patreon episode.
Was it a Guar show?
Podioslave after dark.
Yeah, it might have been Guar. Yeah, got hit repeatedly in the back with that thing.
Multiple at the same time.
Normal. That's normal
Stage
for our
right.
friend Blothar.
That Guar episode you guys did was phenomenal.
It was
by the
pretty
way.
good. Yeah,
That was
Rob
great.
listened
I
to that with
enjoyed
me in the
that.
car. Yeah.
Episode what?
Oh shit, I forget.
117.
No, was it 117?
121.
121.
121.
Definitely worth checking out. That was a great one.
Not that far back. Yep. He was Michael Bishop, aka Blothar the Berserker, who was an awesome guest.
Man, let's name some perfect Guar songs. No, I'm just kidding.
That new album's good.
It is great.
Cool. Well, that is, I think, good, right? We've all gone around three times.
That's
Yeah.
12 perfect songs right there. Well, 11. Sorry, Tony.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you made good on it.
13, but 12.
Right.
Yeah.
Smashing Pumpkins Perfect is a perfect song. Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
Simple plan, perfect.
Right.
Sorry, I can't
Pierre.
be perfect.
Perfect circle. Everything's perfect.
Ed Sheeran, perfect. Perfect.
How come we haven't picked any songs that actually have perfect in the title? Perfect Situation, Weezer.
Oh
There
my
you go.
God.
That's
Dude,
that's
that
a
actually
perfect song.
is a perfect
That
song.
actually is a perfect
It's a
song.
great
my
song.
God.
It's a great song. Yeah.
All right, guys. Pinkerton or Blew Up? No, I'm just kidding.
We've done that before. I'm going to, out of left field, make believe, bro. Well, Rob, thanks for coming back.
Thanks, guys, for having
making
me.
the trek
I'll
down.
be back anytime. This has been great.
Yeah, and we'll have you back.
I love all you guys. I've grown up with you guys. I don't say grown up, but kind of, I
Yeah.
guess, in a sense,
Oh,
because I'm
totally.
still not grown up. So I could absolutely say that. And the previous two times was Zoom. So to have you all in the room hanging out here in Arundel, Maine is pretty awesome.
Don't tell people where I fucking live, bro.
Oh my God.
He lives at
I knew it.
Tony's like, now I'm just a little less cooler than I was.
Yeah, no, it's been awesome to actually have all four of us in the same room together. When was the last time that happened?
All four of us?
Yeah.
It might have been, I don't want to say it, but it might have been the night that the
311.
left-handed handshake was coined.
Yeah.
311
Oh
show.
man, 311 show.
Okay.
311.
Yep.
All right.
But inside.
Oh,
Probably the
inside-
left-handed handshake. Yeah, just because I want the left-handed handshake story. Rob, you want to tell that?
I don't remember how it happened.
I'll
Twan,
tell
you're
it
gonna
because
have...
I won.
All
Oh,
right.
you think I remember? I don't know.
So every time Twan and I see each other, we immediately put our left hands out.
You
It's
still did the left-handed
I
handshake?
did it tonight.
did it tonight, and it inspired me. Like I performed better on this pod because
I
of
would
it.
agree. You've been
Because
you've been
who
spot on
doesn't
today.
need a left-handed handshake every once in a while?
So the left-handed handshake. We were out one night in the old port in Portland, Maine, right? And we just decided every person we met, we were going to give them the lefty handshake.
That's right.
Just to fuck with them.
Yes. What's up, man? How you doing?
And people reach for your right hand every time, but not if you put the left in. They're like,
Yeah.
nah, bro, lefty.
And they put their right hand out, and then they
They didn't know
move
what
it
to
back,
do.
and then they shift to the left hand. All right, I guess we're doing this.
Or some people turn their right hand.
yeah, people didn't know what to do, and we had
we
way
gotta
too
bring
much
that
fun
back.
with that.
We got to bring that back again.
And we turned it into a contest, right?
We did, and I won.
Damn.
Yep.
So that was it. Yes, thanks, Rob. Thanks, Nate, for coming back to Maine.
Totally.
That was fun.
100%.
Yeah, and I don't know what we get on the docket for next week. I mean, we got episodes in the can. We got unlimited episode ideas. Whatever it is, you're gonna fucking love it. So just tune in, subscribe, rate, all that fun stuff. Podioslave on all the socials. Podioslave.com. What else we got? Podioslavepodcast@gmail.com.
Mhm.
Yep.
Shit, we got all of them.
YouTube, it's all there.
Potty out.
Not sure what that is, but thanks, Rob.
It's your half your podcast name and then out.
Out.
Yes.
Howdy.
Potty out.
I
Like
like.
See
your
ya.
shows every night now. You're welcome.
What he said. Mic drop.
We've got this. This just shows that Rob hasn't listened to us very much. We've got catchphrases, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, do you?
I'm
And
original. I say cheers, nerds.
Twan,
See ya. Michael K. Yankees.
peace, pod heads.
I'm sticking with Potty out.
Thank you for listening to Podioslave. We are at Podioslave on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all of the places that you can find us on social media. Facebook, Podioslave Podcast. YouTube, Podioslave Podcast there. Email us at podioslavepodcast@gmail.com. And hey, if you want to become a supporter, click on the link at the bottom of the episode and give us $1, give us $5. It keeps the lights on, keeps us going. We really appreciate that stuff. Thank you.